Hey friends, it's Miss Jordan here, and we are continuing on with our social skills lessons of size of the problem. All right, today, parents, you're going to use the document SOP conversation cards to support this activity. You do not need to print it. This activity does not require printing. You can if you would like. The documents, one of the first pages looks like this, some guiding questions, and then it has these cards. So you can use this you can print it if you would like, but you can also just read the questions as you're going through the scenarios of the cards and reading them together. We're going to do one set here together with you today, and then I'll leave you guys to do the rest on your own. All right, friends, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to use these guiding questions. What is the problem? What size is the problem? What is the feeling? And what is the appropriate reaction as we read through these scenarios together? All right, so let's do this. Our very first scenario today, and by the way, remember that we're looking at the levels and the size of the problem from tiny to huge. So if you printed out or wrote your own size of the problem chart, now is maybe a good time to pause this video and go find it. If not, just make sure you've got that in your head and we're remembering what we're doing. So the first scenario is you started to bake a cake and you realize you don't have any eggs. That's our first scenario. So what is the problem? The problem is you don't have any eggs. Correct. So what is the size of that problem? We're starting to bake a cake. We don't have any eggs. Okay, so that would probably be a tiny or small problem. It doesn't make us feel frustrated? Yes. And that answers our number 3 question. What is the feeling that we're feeling right now? I'm feeling frustrated. If I'm making a cake, I need eggs. I'm frustrated I don't have any eggs. All right, what kind of reaction is appropriate to a small or tiny problem when you're feeling frustrated? Yeah, probably just saying, oh, man, and having a small frustrated reaction, but then trying to figure out how you can solve the problem. Right now, it might be hard for us to go get eggs, so we may have to scrap the idea altogether and do something else. You can also ask your parents how you can get eggs. Maybe you guys can wait till next time and try it again later, or maybe there's a family member that you're in contact with during this closing that is one of the people that you are seeing within your family, and you can borrow eggs from them. Remember, not everybody is seeing all their family members right now. So this would definitely change depending on what we're doing and how we're doing it as a family. All right, scenario number 2. You couldn't sleep last night, and today you're tired and crabby. I can totally relate to this sometimes. When I don't get a good night's sleep, I can get really crabby. All right, so let's look at our questions. What's the problem? The problem is, I didn't sleep last night. Now I'm crabby. What's the size of the problem? You're right. It's kind of a small, tiny problem. What am I feeling? Well, if we went back and looked at our card, it kind of tells us what we're feeling. We're feeling crabby and tired. We have to look for those context clues that are in there that could tell us, because sometimes we may not know how we're feeling. But I know that I'm feeling tired when I don't sleep. What is the appropriate reaction? Well, nowadays you can go take a nap. We got all the time in the world. Another appropriate reaction for when you're feeling tired and crabby is to make sure that we're being kind still, and that maybe we're asking for breaks and we're using our tools. So, the next scenario is, we're going to read it together. Your gift finally arrives and it wasn't what you wanted. So you got a gift and it wasn't what you wanted. All right, let's talk about this using our questions. What is the problem? We got a gift and it wasn't what we wanted. That's the problem. We wanted something else. Number 2, what is the size of the problem? Yeah, This is a small, tiny problem as well. What are you feeling if you get a gift that you don't want? Disappointed, sad, frustrated. Those and more are all definitely very valid feelings. Those are definitely feelings that we could have. What is an appropriate reaction, though, to getting a gift that you didn't want? Maybe you wanted something else and you're feeling sad. An appropriate reaction to not getting what you want might just be to thank them for the gift and think to yourself that next time maybe you'll get something different. You can also privately talk to your parents on another time and ask them if you could donate that gift to somebody who could really use it. You might not like that gift, but somebody else might love it. Another appropriate reaction to getting a gift that you might not want is saying thank you and being grateful no matter what. Remember, it's not about what you get, it's about the person giving it and their thought behind it. They thought they were giving you a gift that you might like, and they may not know that you don't use that item, or you might already have that. So instead of saying, I don't like this, you could say, thank you, I really appreciate it. All right, one more. This one is kind of funny because it could be true. You left your favorite yo-yo at school. Hopefully none of us left anything at school because we're not going back for a few weeks, right? So, but it could happen. Maybe we did. I know there's some things that I would like to go back and get, but I can't right now. I left my favorite yo-yo at school. So let's talk about this using our questions. What is the problem? Yeah, the problem is we left our yo-yo, our favorite yo-yo, at school, and we can't get to school right now and get it. What is the size of the problem? That's right, it's another small or tiny problem. What are you feeling? Yeah, frustrated. I'd be frustrated and sad too. What is an appropriate reaction when we're frustrated or sad because we left our favorite yo-yo at school? Yeah, it's to just say, oh, I'm sorry, that really sometimes can be really hard and it's not making me feel great and I'm frustrated, but there's nothing I can do about it. We can't go to school right now and get it. So right now it's just, that's where it's going to live for a little bit, and I'll get it when we can get back. All right, I know today's video was short, but I'm working on sending out some updates. Parents, if you have not read your email yet, check your emails. There is an update from me today. It's Thursday, April 2nd. There will be another update for me tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll be including a link to our brand new class website. And this is something I'm personally doing to try to organize all the information that I'm sending to you and that I will start sending to you on April 13th. Nothing much is going to change about what I'm doing. I'm going to still be doing my social skills. I'll have my office hours available. I'll have my Zoom calls one-on-one, and then we're going to start a Zoom whole link class meeting Thursday, April 16th. It's trying to remember it. So a lot of information coming out in the next few days. Read your emails. So I miss you all. I hope you're doing great, and I look forward to rolling this out with you. Again, not a ton is going to change, but it's going to be accessible to you guys in a way that I think will work better. And this is just something I'm personally doing to help do that for us as a class. Have a great night. I'll see you guys tomorrow.